You know, Vinny had his faults. But for some cold-hearted son of a bitch to mow him down like that, I mean, how could someone live with themselves after doing that? Right, Liam?
To know that there's someone out there with blood on their hands. Liam, you okay?
Let me make sure I'm understanding this. You don't want to be with Zende anymore because you want him to be happy with your sister.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, exactly. And your only focus right now is to reconcile with Carter.
I realize that it might be a little too late. And honestly, every indication from Carter says that it probably is. But, you know, if there's even the smallest chance that I can turn all of this around, that Carter hasn't shut me out completely, then yes, absolutely. I'm gonna do everything I can to fight for him.
I know that wasn't easy to admit.
That my husband won't make love to me anymore? That it's been far too long?
You put it a little more delicate than that, but...
I'm embarrassing both of us now.
No, Quinn, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. You and Eric just have some things to work through.
If we can.
Of course you can. I know the obstacles you two overcame to be together in the first place. Eric's entire family was against the marriage. I wasn't thrilled about it at first. But you persevered. Your love persevered, and it can again.
This time feels different.
Why?
Because before, it was everyone doubting us. Doubting me. Eric says that he's forgiven me for interfering in Brooke and Ridge's marriage, for all the heartache I've caused. But if he won't make love to me Carter, this is not why I came here. Didn't come here for this. I came here on Zoe's behalf to see if you would please give her a second chance. I mean, look at what I've done. I'm sitting here, I'm spilling my guts to you.
No, I think we just realized we have a lot in common.
Look, I got very confused emotionally. And, you know, I did some things that I'm definitely not proud of. I hurt Carter, and I hurt my sister.
What about Paris? Have you made up with Paris?
Yeah, actually, she forgave me. Now, as for Carter and me, well, I feel like I'm hoping on something that feels nearly impossible. A second chance for us. Well, that is, if he's not seeing someone else. I mean, Ridge, you're his best friend. Do you know if Carter's seeing anyone?
At least you and Zoe didn't go through what Eric and I are.
No, sexual intimacy was not our issue. Her fixation with Zende was.
I think that's over. In fact, I know it is.
She tell you that?
Yeah, among other things. Also about how much she regrets throwing everything away that she had with you over a silly flirtation.
Wow, a flirtation? It felt like it was a lot more than that.
Do you feel like it was symptomatic of something deeper? Because that's how it feels for me about Eric not wanting to be intimate with me.
So you think that he hasn't fully forgiven you for blowing up Ridge and Brooke's marriage?
I think on the surface he has, but behind closed doors, in bed. Carter, I miss my husband. I do. I feel like Eric is just slowly slipping away from me.
Liam? Did you hear me? Are you all right?
He's a hell of a lot better than Vinny, that's for damn sure. But it's okay, because the police are, aren't gonna stop until they find that scumbag.
You said that Baker was here asking questions?
Yeah, he knew about the paternity test and him switching the results, and I filled him in on whatever I could. And I also told him that I will do whatever it takes to make sure that this bastard ends up behind bars, because that's what he deserves. And I want to look him in the eye, you know? I want to see him before he goes into a jail cell and spends it there rotting for years and years on end.
Look, I would totally understand if Carter were seeing someone else, especially after the way I treated him. I mean, the fact that he talks to me at all amazes me.
Amazes me too.
But I'm telling you, I would give everything to go back and still be engaged to him. You know, be thinking about our future and our life together.
It could still happen.
But don't count on it. That's what you're saying.
What we're saying is that we want what's best for Carter.
Well, so do I. Of course. But, you know, unless he's already dating someone. I mean, is Carter dating someone?
No. I don't think there's another woman in his life, no.
I don't know why I'm telling you all of this. I haven't even shared all of this with my best friend, and I'm telling you, Shauna and I share practically everything.
Well, look at me as your newest, bestest friend, if that helps.
I've been wanting to talk to somebody about this for a while. I think I was just, I was hoping that things would just fix themselves.
Only they haven't.
No, I have tried everything I can to try to reignite that spark between us, but nothing is working. We go to bed, we go to sleep. Well, Eric goes to sleep. And I lie awake, worrying that my husband may have lost his desire for me completely. Or worse.
Worse?
What if Eric feels so betrayed by what I did to Brooke and Ridge that it's affected his feelings for me completely? I mean, what if my husband has fallen out of love with me?
Look, I get that Vinny wasn't your favorite person. I mean, how could he be? After what he did, changing the test results, hell, I was angry with him too. But he didn't deserve this.
No one's saying he did, Thomas.
I mean, did that coward even stop? Or look back? Or think about looking back? I mean, how could you do that? How could you not at least call the paramedics, right? I mean, they could have helped him. They could have saved him. Maybe, maybe not. But at least you could try. How could you do it? It's inhuman. And justice should be served. Right, Liam?
Yeah, I agree. Whoever did this should pay.
Thomas, would you mind? I just would like a moment alone with Liam.
Yeah, sure. Just go.
Vinny's death was a shock to all of us, but Liam, there's something more going on with you. And I'm right. Aren't I?
You have no idea how relieved I am to hear that. Well, thank you very much. But one last thing before I go. If you don't mind, I just want to ask you both of something.
What's that?
Well, if either of you were to ever come across the opportunity to put in a good word for me to Carter, I would really appreciate that.
Relationships are complicated, aren't they?
Is that for Zoe and Carter, or is that for me?
Dad, come on, I asked you a question earlier. You still haven't answered it. What's going on with you and Quinn?
I doubt that very much, knowing how Eric feels about you.
How he used to feel about me. I mean, we used to have a very active sex life, but now not so much.
Well, have you talked to him about it?
No, I don't want to put any pressure on him.
How?
I mean, what if it's not that he doesn't want to make love to me, but that he can't make love to me, that he isn't able to? I mean, I don't want to embarrass him. I don't want to emasculate him.
So you would rather just go on the way you are?
No, of course not. I'm sorry. I still can't believe I'm telling you all of this.
Look, Quinn, you're saying you're worried that Eric might have lost his sex drive. But what worries you more, I think, is that you're worried your husband doesn't trust you anymore. And that's undermining certain aspects of your marriage, including intimacy. And the only way to find out is to communicate with him, to talk to Eric, to deal with this openly and honestly, together.
Lawyer, a COO, a marriage officiant, and now a sex therapist. My goodness. Mr. Walton, are there no end to your talents?
I realize this is a difficult, stressful time, right? We're dealing with our separation and there's all this uncertainty, but the one thing that has remained constant and reassuring is your thoughtfulness. Sending me flowers or a note or my favorite food. I mean, anything to remind me how much you love me. But the thing is, Liam, those gestures, they've stopped. And you canceled our lunch today, and looking at you now, I can see that you aren't yourself.
I don't mean to worry you. It's just, do you know how sometimes something happens, something that's just so unthinkable? Anyway, you're right. I'm definitely not myself.
Dad, I don't mean to pry. It seems pretty obvious to me that things between you and Quinn are not what they're supposed to be. Might help if you opened up a little bit.
You're right, Rich. Things are not the same between my wife and me. Especially in the bedroom.
Well, we covered a lot. How else can Dr. Carter be of help?
You really have help, though. You know, I mean, it helped to talk to someone who genuinely cares. Of course, let's remind ourselves that was not my intention. When I came over here, I was coming here to see if you would possibly give the thought of you and Zoe another chance. So, did I succeed? Possibly?
Zoe's lucky to have someone like you backing her.
You know, Carter, all any of us ever want is passion, intimacy, and love, connection. Anyway, thank you for listening.
And thank you for your concern. And remember, when it comes to Eric, communication is key. And it's sexy, too. Now I gotta go get changed for the gym.
Yeah.
You need to take that?
Yeah, do you mind? I'll let myself out?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Hello?
Hey, have you talked with Carter? How'd it go?
Well, from what he said and didn't say. It looks like your ex-fiance may be willing to give this another chance.
You really think so?
Yes, but can I talk to you about this when I see you? I really need to get home to Eric. Okay, bye.
I know the obstacles you two overcame to be together in the first place. Eric's entire family was against the marriage, but you persevered. Your love persevered, and it can again.
Quinn?
Oh, I know, I said I was gonna let myself out.
Yeah, I forgot that I left my workout clothes out here, so I came to get them.
Yeah.
Can you toss them to me?
Yes. Sure. Of course, I can toss them to you. Nice catch, counselor. Nice, everything.
Liam, I know things have been difficult. I know you miss the kids, our entire family under one roof.
You have no idea. I'd give anything to just be with you and Beth and Douglas at home right now and just have those moments of normalcy that seem so precious. So many things I wish I could go back and do over again, you know?
Well, look, why don't we go to the house? I'm sure the kids would love to see you, and we could watch a movie, pop some popcorn, maybe play a board game, just anything so you can spend some time with Beth and Douglas.
I can't. Yeah, I don't think I can go back with you to see the kids right now. It's just not a good idea.
Not a good idea. Spending time with Beth and Douglas and me is not a good idea. What are you talking about?
It's just not. Anyway, I gotta go. I'm so sorry.
No, Liam, no, you are not going to leave like that. I know you better than anybody, and I can tell that there is something going on. You've been distant. You've been aloof. I mean, Liam, we promised each other honesty. We said no more secrets, remember? So whatever it is that is going on, you can tell me. Anything at all, whatever is weighing you down. Liam, what is it? What happened? Liam, what's wrong?